What's up, everyone, and welcome to Video Game Book Club. I'm Clay, and this is Daniel, and I need a vacation.
That is definitely something I agree with Clay.
Yep.
We should definitely go somewhere with a little more sunshine.
Yeah, and some paint.
Yeah, maybe some Mario. Mario paint.
Mar-
Today's video is Mario paint.
Yes, it is.
Actually, it's not. It's Mario Sunshine, like we said a month ago.
Yep, so we're going to Isle Delfino.
Won't you join us?
Let's go.
While the world salivates over Nintendo's latest offering, Super Mario Odyssey, we here at Video Game Book Club decided to switch gears to a much maligned entry in the series, Super Mario Sunshine. If the mainline Mario games had a red-headed stepchild, it would be Yoshi's Island. Fortunately for us, it doesn't count if you ask anyone who matters.
Which is me. It doesn't count according to me, which, since I wrote the script, is all that matters. For example...
Yeah. Yoshi games are bad, which is wrong. Final Fantasy is the best, whatever. And everyone knows Mega Man is the absolute worst. Mega Man is the... Nope, no. I can't say it. Even making fun of you, I am not reading that line.
Well, this was for your birthday, so it would be rude of me to make you tell the truth.
No, the truth is, you need to get better at games.
Released in 2002, Super Mario Sunshine had incredibly large shoes to fill after the groundbreaking hit of Super Mario 64 6 years earlier. The anticipation for another industry-changing Mario title was palpable. No matter what Sunshine would be, I think we were all set to be disappointed. Nintendo took huge risks with their major franchises in the GameCube era, much larger than most major companies would ever be willing to do.
The way Nintendo was willing to really, and I mean really, change it up was incredible. Not launching the system with a Mario game, but instead a Luigi game where you hunt ghosts, seemed insane. Taking Metroid from a side-scrolling adventure game to a first-person shooter? Crazy talk.
I skipped out on a lot of GameCube games, outside of playing as Link in Soul Calibur 2, and of course Super Smash Bros. Melee. So this month was my first experience with Sunshine, and if you could see my text to Clay, well, we could probably skip the rest of the video. But instead, let's put on some overalls, strap on our flood, and fly on into Isle Delfino.
Has Nintendo ever let us down presentation-wise? Sure, the original Star Fox was a mess, but you can't say it isn't bold. Mario's first mainline foray into pre-rendered cutscenes and voice acting is a huge step in the right direction. Oh dear God! What is this?
Registered customer information, scanning and classifying subject data. Subject identified as Mario, resident of the Mushroom Kingdom. Data storage complete.
Who did not what? Daniel, is this from the CDI? Are we sure this is a GameCube game?
Search your heart, Clay. You know it to be true. Nintendo done f***ed up. Marvel at the black space making up the courtroom. Be amazed at the quality of Flood's voice acting. It actually kind of sounds like Bill Trinen from Nintendo Treehouse, but I checked. And it's apparently a legitimate voice actor. Gone are the limitations of a cartridge. Where we're going, everything is stored on tiny proprietary discs. Except saves. Those still require an additional memory card.
The game looks amazing. Bright colors along with character models that, quite frankly, show just how rudimentary Mario 64 was. But the opening cutscenes leave a bad taste in your mouth. What were they thinking? We've played games where it's clear they were going for good enough, but that's far from the Nintendo way. Sure, this was in the early days of voice acting, but never have I questioned a decision made by Nintendo as much as I did those opening scenes.
Super Mario Sunshine immediately lowers your expectations in a way that is normally reserved for new entries into the Mario Party series. I couldn't help forming a snap judgment of how bad this was gonna be. Clay obviously tricked me into spending 30 hours to play the worst 3D Mario title. But this wasn't a prank, bro. And as soon as the game tosses the cutscenes and voice acting aside, the experience is 1000% better. Sunshine's Isle Delfino is a very different hub world than Peach's Castle. Instead of just rehashing old character designs, Sunshine uses the Isle Delfino setting as well as the trippy graffiti it's covered in to come up with a whole new ecosystem. Of course, there's also some returning favorites in new forms, but a lot of the wildlife you run into is new and pushes Sunshine in a much more original direction.
The game is beautiful and a vast graphical improvement over Super Mario 64. IGN may knock games for having too much water, but Sunshine definitely makes it work. The creativity of levels in Sunshine is something that pushes the game even further. While 64 had more levels overall, Sunshine's are intricate in a way that most of Mario 64 paintings lacked. This isn't to say that Mario 64 levels are bad in any way, but with Sunshine, Nintendo absolutely killed it. For example, Pinna Park felt like something new. It's Mario, but in a theme park. Take that, Universal. It's already been done.
The Mario series has some of the best music of all time. The main melody being as easily recognizable as Mickey Mouse to a lot of people. The new takes on old favorites are great, but there's one song that stands out so much it almost overshadows the rest of the game's music. I can't think of a single Mario song that is anywhere near as catchy. This stellar take on an old classic is amazing and a joy to my ears. Until you realize it plays on some of the hardest levels in the game. These throwback levels will punish you and take this wonderful song and associate it with the pain of defeat. What makes these levels so hard? If you guessed the level design, you'd be wrong.
Mario games are usually known for their tight controls. Sunshine takes your new power-up and incorporates it in 95% of the gameplay. It's not like being Metal Mario until you need him again. The entire game is based around a water-spouting backpack called Flood. No, I wish I could remember what it stood for, though.
Iron Flood, a flash liquidizer ultra-dousing device. I hope to be of assistance.
There you go.
Flood will let you hover around, reach higher ledges, and spray water to clean up sludge and graffiti left behind by Shadow Mario. Flood controls take some time to get used to, but you'll find yourself getting the hang of it. Eventually. Probably. The control issues have more to do with the levels that Mario doesn't have Flood to correct any missed jumps or to stop Mario from careening off a cliff.
Sunshine looks and sounds amazing, like any other top-notch Mario title. The controls just aren't up to the level I expected. This was made exceedingly clear when it came to wall jumps. Maybe I'm just doing something wrong, but I put Mario 64 in to test, and I had no issues. Whereas in Sunshine, no matter how long I played, I just could not reliably use wall jumps. My other big complaint besides the controls is the same thing so many 3D games suffered from for years: the camera. Super Mario 64's camera changed the industry, but Sunshine's camera, it kind of broke me. Although, to help, when objects are distracted from view by the camera being blocked, you'll see a question mark in their place. Could be a coin. Could be an enemy. Either way, this was a really neat addition.
In Sunshine, instead of stars, you'll be chasing down shine sprites. Instead of winged hats or metal caps, you'll eventually get access to new nozzles for Flood, and even our good friend Yoshi makes a return. Although, I think the fruit on the island doesn't really agree with him. The series staple gold coins restore your health, which is thankfully much higher than in 64. Red and blue coins make a return as well. The red coins still follow their normal collect 8, get a shine, while the blue coins this time around are much rarer, and when you collect 10, you can exchange them for a shine. There's 240 blue coins. 240 blue coins. 240. That means 24 shines are located behind your ability to find every single one of them. To make that even harder, the individual levels change massively, depending on which shine quest you choose at the beginning. Some blue coins will only appear in one version of a level, so you could have checked the same spot 6 times and only a coin appear on the 7th time. Blue coins are annoying as fuck, fam. 120 total shines await you, and the game's difficulty definitely shoots up much quicker than normal for a Mario game. Look at Mario 3D World. It doesn't get difficult until you beat Bowser and play the extra levels, or even Mario 64. Getting to Bowser is a breeze, but the real difficulty kicks in when you go back to get all the remaining stars. So, Daniel, how many shines did you have before the game got hard?
15? 15, 1, 5, yeah, 15. And that actual number isn't even what matters. Unlike 64, which had doors locked by a total star count, Sunshine has you complete the 7th level of every world before you can fight the final boss. And there are some pretty difficult levels. While some of the required shines are pretty tough, there's nothing like some of the optional levels, like this pachinko-themed hellscape. Don't play it, it's horrible. I'm 99% sure the controls and physics for this level are actually different than the rest of the game. So many hours to complete. So many hours.
Mario and Peach are going on vacation, and with love in their eyes, Mario is finally going to get him some.
Except there's a bunch of toads there to watch.
When Mario and company land on Isle Delfino, you're immediately introduced to the sludge you'll spend the game cleaning up and receive Flood. Basically, Mario gets blamed for Delfino's recent graffiti issues, thrown in jail, and sentenced to community service. Instantly, you know it's a shadow version of Mario causing all the ruckus. Shadow Mario eventually kidnaps Peach and flees to Pinna Park, where you get to fight a giant Mecha Bowser while riding a roller coaster. Once you defeat Mecha Bowser, Shadow Mario reveals that he is actually Bowser Jr. While we all know who Bowser Jr. is now, this is his first appearance in a game. Yoshi's Island was Baby Bowser. It's not the same character, not at all. Oh, and Peach is his mom? Ugh, that's gross.
Bowser Jr. is here to rescue his mom from the bad man who kidnapped her, Mario. You'll go through all the levels from here on, with the 7th episode of each being a Chase Shadow Mario level. Until you finish all of those, and Isle Delfino is flooded by water coming out of a cave behind the island. Use this cave to go to Corona Mountain, and who do we find at the top? None other than Bowser, lounging in a hot tub. Finish the fight against Bowser, and you'll be treated with the game's ending sequence. Mario is freed from his legal responsibilities, Flood dies, and Bowser Jr. admits to his dad he knows Peach isn't his mom. But he likes fighting Mario anyways.
A dad couldn't be more proud. And I would know, because I'm a dad now. Oh, and spoilers! Don't worry about Flood. He's not dead. He's alive.
My time with Mario Sunshine was incredibly amazing, is what I would say to you if I wanted to lie. Or if I was paid to say it. Instead, let me say that Mario Sunshine is a really great game. It's also the worst Mario 3D platformer I've ever played. And I've played them all now. Which, with a series as amazing as Mario, doesn't mean it's bad, but it is unnecessarily frustrating and the weakest in a series that constantly reinvents itself with each iteration.
Like every other title in the series, Sunshine is a must-play. Although I can't recommend trying to get all 120 shines. It's just not worth the frustration. It's not a show of skill, instead one of patience. Patience with blue coin hunting, patience with the controls, patience with the camera, patience with everything. But don't skip this game. It definitely deserves a playthrough.
Clay, what did you think of the game?
I have always loved Sunshine. I still love Sunshine. I also hate Sunshine.
I really enjoyed my time, but it was kind of a new experience for me to play a Mario game that I could very clearly tell you what was wrong with it, in my opinion.
Yes, there's some things wrong
Some
with it.
very serious criticism.
The main one is a camera for me.
I would say for me, Clay, it's the worst
It's real bad.
of the 3D Mario games.
Yeah.
Not that it's bad, just it's the worst.
No, yeah, you got Galaxy and Galaxy 2 after.
Yeah, just all the other ones are so good.
Yeah, and 64 completely shattered everything.
Definitely very imaginative, though.
It is, and you know, now that Mario Odyssey's out, we'll have to see how that's going.
Yeah, hopefully it's good.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Follow us here. Like and subscribe.
Yes. And see you all later.
Like, subscribe.
Later. Is that crooked?
Yeah.
A little bit.
I think so.
Cats broke my level, so I don't know anymore. Yeah.
Which is one of the CSIs, isn't it?